The MC Mobile platform was brought about by Topcon because they saw the advancements they were getting in the industry with the heavy civil and the larger contractors, but some of that equipment didn't necessarily carry over to some of the smaller contractors because it was a little too expensive, maybe a little too complicated to use, wasn't really easy to integrate into your day-to-day operations. And so Topcon created a platform called MC Mobile that's designed to be easily adapted into a contractor who's doing some smaller work like the foundations, the septic systems, smaller commercial work. It also carries a little bit smaller price tag, so the initial investment is quite a bit lower. And the ease of use is a lot easier to integrate into your business. It doesn't require a lot of data prep, and it's something that you can put directly into your rotation and immediately get out of that tool what you put into it. MC Mobile would not be a great solution for a company who is currently looking to have an automatic controlled excavator. Example, a company that's out doing a lot of utility work that's using an excavator automation system that is fully automated, where when the operator actually pulls back on the stick and hits the auto button, the machine actually cuts grade for him using either GPS or a robotic solution. MC Mobile at this time is still currently on the excavator side not automated. It's just an indicate system. And MC Mobile also isn't the correct solution for somebody who needs to automate their grader or their bulldozer or their milling machine or their paving machine. It's specifically for smaller sized excavators and the CTLs with grading attachments. With MC Mobile, because it's geared toward the contractor that maybe hasn't necessarily been using this, they had a focus on the in-field design aspect, where you as a contractor can take your plans out there into the field. You can hand enter in all your walls, your coordinates, your septic system, whatever it is that you're doing work on, and right there in the field immediately be able to go out and not only stake those points out, but be able to put that same equipment inside the excavator and have all that design work you just did in the field in the excavator, so that you can just start digging and not have to stop and wait or get a bunch of design work done. So one example that we had with the MC Mobile platform changing how a company is, performing their service. We have an excavation company that does a lot of work for a well-known home builder here in town, and that excavation company was continually having to have their surveyor come out and add additional stakes and reposition things. And the MC Mobile, because you can do the infield design right there while you're on the job, if they need to make a change, they just make a change correct right there in the controller and immediately go back to work. They're not having to wait any longer for the surveyor to come out, make a change to it, give it to them on a set of paper plans. It's sped up their operations significantly, and it's put a lot more of the control in their hands rather than having to continually wait on other people to give them what they need. With MC Mobile, in reality, you can expect 50% increase in efficiency with a lot of the aspects of the process. I tell people 25 just to be safe, but in the long run, it really is 50. That's what we've seen in the heavy civil industry, and that's why every heavy civil company uses machine control at this point, because they just could not compete any longer if they weren't using it. And that's what it'll be like in this industry as the small to medium guys start to realize how much faster and how much more effective their crews can be with a tool like this. They'll start to see that bottom line adjust really quickly, and it'll get to a point like with the heavy civil industry where you can't compete in this space unless you're using the technology and the tools that are available to you, like MC Mobile. With MC Mobile, because Topcon designed it as a system that was supposed to be simpler to use, and they designed it with a lot of in-field design features, realizing that some of the contractors and some of the jobs that they're going to be actually used for, they're not going to have somebody doing design work on the backside. They're going to have to do it right there in the field. It really doesn't take very long. We usually schedule between a day and 2 days of training, and that will get people enough knowledge to get out there and actually do the work they need to do. And then we try to do the rest of our training and support via the remote support platform that we use. So we'll actually log into the controllers. They'll have a specific question about, how do I rotate this building 30 degrees? And we're able to log directly into their controller, click buttons on it for them, and actually show them remotely how to do it. In the past, there was no remote support. It was, you had to have somebody in the field all the time training, and it's just not that way anymore. We do a lot of support and a lot of training remotely.